Hi, my name is Justin Latimer, and I'm going to show you a battle replay from Medieval 2 Total War. This time it's England versus the Holy Roman Empire, March 20th.
Units, await my orders.
The battle map is the Scottish Glen. My cavalry force is pretty substantial. It's composed of 4 units of Knights Hospitaller and 1 unit of Demi-Lancers, who were a mistake, actually.
Feel my blade.
I've also brought a cannon, or a culverin. It's a culverin. For my infantry, I have 2 units of armored spearmen, armored sergeants for this flank, and I have an additional 2 for over here. And the reason why I brought 4 units of them is I just want them to be a shield for the infantry units I'm going to have behind them. I've also brought 4 units of retinue longbowmen. Often it can be a good idea to bring yeomen instead of retinue men, but the reason why I brought retinue longbowmen is they're decent for sword fighting as well, and they've also got decent armor. The difference between a retinue longbowman and a yeoman longbowman is a yeoman is drawn from the peasantry, and they're very good with the bow, but their gear and their weapons are not quite as good as these retinue longbowmen. Retinue longbowmen are hired from mercenary commanders. For my infantry, I have 2 units of dismounted English knights. Those will be my shock troops that will do significant damage to the enemy flanks. And I've also brought 2 units of armored swordsmen. My opponent wanted more money for this battle, so I got Knights Hospitalier instead of Demi-Lancers, but I was originally planning on using Demi-Lancers because they're more affordable for the English, and they also get a pretty substantial charge. My opponent, who's playing as the Holy Roman Empire, has brought his general bodyguard right here. Oh, his general's not in this. He's brought general bodyguard as cavalry. His general's actually in this unit of peasant archers. So he has 5 units of General's Bodyguard Cavalry. This one has some upgrades on it. When I see it, I immediately send my Knights Hospitalier and my Demi-Lancers after it. This routs the unit, probably due to the force of my charge. For his infantry, he has brought 5 units of dismounted Gothic Knights. Good infantry, but they're shock infantry. He's also brought quite a few peasant archers. 8 units of them. My opponent's a new player.
The battle is very much in our favor.
He sent some of his cavalry to mess with my infantry advance, which was a good idea, but the rest of the army's back here. If he wanted to do more damage, he should have supported the attack better. Because he didn't, though, my dismounted English knights and my spearmen are able to push these guys back pretty easily. And so are my retinue longbowmen, who get mixed up into this. Not waiting to wait any longer, I just sent my cavalry wing to take care of it. I'm going to continue to advance. I'm now within range. My longbowmen can fire. I'm going to redeploy. I want to move my men up this hill because I don't like firing from this little valley. I'm also going to redeploy my cavalry. As I see he's marching just as infantry here, I'm going to isolate them. When he gets close enough for a charge, I make my own counter charge. My spearmen are going to hold the enemy attack initially. And I can send out my dismounted English knights, which have very heavy attack of their own. I'm also going to wrap around with my spearmen. And my armored swordsmen are going to come into the game as well. My cavalry are going to hit the back.
Our men are winning the battle.
My cavalry with my general are going to hit the enemy force over there, as I do not need them for this envelopment. Now that the enemy infantry has been taken care of, I can focus on the enemy archers and the rest of his cavalry. My Knights Hospitalier have just taken down his general. At this point, I'm just chasing down archers.
Only half the enemy force remains.
There's my captain. So it's very good for me that I brought a lot of cavalry for this battle. The demi-lancers especially being useful. Demi-lancers are a newer unit for the English. This is a transition unit between the heavy knights and lighter cavalry of the later centuries. The trade-off is they're not as heavy, but they do more damage in a charge because they're lighter, so they're able to build up more velocity.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
And so there we are. I've won the battle. My player is a new player though, so good game to my opponent, Doomhammer. I deployed 1,021 men against 1,000. I lost 93, he lost 929. Men remaining, I have 929 men remaining, he has 72. Enemies killed, 411 against 87. Casualties inflicted, 44, 55, and 110 for my... 55 and 110 for these units of Knights Hospitalier. The Demi-Lancers took down 62. My Culverin took down 35. My infantry didn't do too much. My retinue longbowmen did the most damage with 22 and 16 and 12. Thank you very much for watching. I'll have more videos for you soon. Stay tuned.